And welcome back to part 7 of What If Goku Had a Sister. Last time in the Dragon Ball Z What If, Goku had a sister. The gang had just defeated the diabolical Director Gero and Android 19. But Goku, sadly, or Kakarot, as we call him this time, has sadly succumbing to the heart virus. Thinking quickly, Maze and Raditz sent him back home to help with his heart medication. Even though she had it on call, they still wanted to get him home to rest. And plus, they think the threat of the androids is over. Now, obviously, that's not the case, and someone is coming to play. So, there is a little bit of a grace period. It's not long. It's not a long grace period, but there's a few days. I was actually cracked my neck there. A few days in between them and Cell kind of rampaging, where Kakarot is getting him time to recover. Now, people have kind of brought this up about should Kakarot even be able to access Super Saiyan 4. Or Super Saiyan Primal, as I affectionately call it in this state, because none of them have been able to actually access Super Saiyan right now. And I say A, yes, because I've kind of developed a technique for getting him to there, but B, yes, because it's not, right now he's just not something he can hold very long. Now, some people ask, why haven't I gone with I believe it's called the Ikari form, basically what Broly does, where he taps into the power of the Ozaru, but he just stays in his normal form. Why haven't I done that? Well, to be fair, I think I can do that. But the reason that we saw Broly do it is because Broly lacked a tail. Broly had his tail removed. So he couldn't go into Ozaru form naturally anymore. But that power is still in there. So he just accessed it through a different way. Raditz and Maze still have their tails. So they're trying to access their power as an Ozaru. In Ozaru, they're just going into Ozaru form. So really, the next step for them is actually trying to harness the power like what Kakarot was doing. Unfortunately, that's, I think, they can't get to Super Saiyan 4, or Primal as you call it. But I think the Ikari form is a very good secondary option, so that's something they've learned to attain. Whereas Kakarot, I think, could probably do it as well, but he can also, well, he can't do it, but he can go to the Super Saiyan Primal form. It's just something he just can't handle right now. But right now, they're all recovering, and everything's fine. However, Kami is still staring at the lookout. He's sensing this, and he gets in contact with them, saying that there's still a threat. But we got rid of the androids. It's like, no, you only delayed the inevitable. Come to the lookout as soon as you can. So they wait. Kakarot's still recovering. So basically, Krillin says, I'll stay with him. It's like, thanks, Krillin. It's like, no problem, Maze. No problem whatsoever. You know what? Help you out with anything. Yeah, I know. You're a good guy. It's like, John, a good guy. I get a break here. So Raditz and Maze both head up to talk to Kami. Kami explains that while the androids were a threat, they are not the biggest threat. And he doesn't exactly say what's going on, but talks about the threat of Cell. And Cell is busy, drinking up people. So, Raditz and Maze both go out and try to look for this threat. Now, Cell at this point doesn't realize that the androids have not been activated. That he can't just go to the lab and get them. So what what happens is they run into Trunks. It's like, wait, guys, what's going on? It's like, well, yeah, we beat the androids, and everything's great, but Kami said there's another threat that we got to deal with, so we're on our way to go face that. You want to come with us to help us? I mean, sure, I can, but what do you mean you beat the androids? We beat the androids, the old guy, the fat guy. What are you talking about? Aren't those are the androids, right? I mean, you did say the androids. Well, we met them, and we defeated them. Kakarot's currently recovering from the heart virus. Trunks is now really confused. It's like, wait, what? Show me where they are, but we're kind of, please, this is important, seriously. It's like, fine, Maze, go take, or I gotta talk as Raditz for a second. Maze, go take him to the location to show him. The remains of the fat one should still be there, maybe even the old one. I will go and investigate the threat. All right, just be careful. You too. All right, let's go. So they go off, and first off, Maze shows, see, look, there's the fat one's head. This isn't good. What do you mean? These aren't the androids. And now Maze is like, What do you mean these aren't the androids I fought in the future? These are something else. So wait, you're telling me there are other androids? Maybe. It's like, damn it, Trunks! So meanwhile, Rad is just kind of looking around. It's like, Rad's looking around the city. It's like, it's awful quiet around here. Why did everyone just go streaking? What's going on here? And then Mr. Sandman. He can sense Self, because Self does have power that he can sense. It's not the same as the other androids because he's a biologic, or the cyborgs just because he's designed differently. Hello, friend. And now Trunks and Maze suddenly can sense an energy there too, because he had been suppressing himself up at that point. Who are you? I haven't really picked a name yet, but I have been partial. I am kind of digging the name Cell. So what do you? Hey, you want to see me drink this cock? Oh, even Raditz, for all the atrocities committed and seen, just oh God. Yeah, I must admit, I don't really know much about you, other than you are Raditz. Yes, you are. I didn't think you would be alive at this timeline. There's so many, but then again, multiverse theory's a bit of a bitch, isn't it? And now, Raditz is definitely on guard. I don't know who you are, but I know who you are. You call yourself Cell. But I'm not going to let you get away with what you've done here. Oh, so we're playing the hero now, aren't we, Raditz? Strange, I pictured you more as the villain. How is Goku doing? Goku, your brother. My brother's name is Kakarot. Yes, his Saiyan name is Kakarot. How is Goku? His Earth name is Kakarot also. They're like, yeah, seriously, they did. It's not like they changed. Not like he changed his name when he got here. Now Cell's a little confused, like, and then he also quickly realizes, multiverse theory is a bitch then. So, like, oh well, I guess he'll have to deal with missing his brother again. And he appears behind Raditz, like, got you. Let me tell you, I'm still thirsty. He's about to just drink Raditz. However, keep in mind where we have Raditz right now, power level wise. Maze is right around a 30 million. Goku is right, or Kakarot is right around a 50 million. Raditz is a little weaker than Kakarot, but not by much, around 40 million. Now, Cell's power is roughly equal to when he had drank all those people, Android 16's power. But this time, Cell is much like Piccolo might have been able to beat Cell at this point. So he was right around this power. He was at this point. He's actually not even as strong as Android 17. It took a while for him to get to that power level, because Piccolo probably could have beaten him too. If he had really gone all out at that point, he could have beaten him. At least it's implied. So keep in mind where that power's at, because then Raditz accesses his Ikari. It tries to go into Grade 8, but instead, what he actually does to go into the Ikari form, because they don't have it at the moment. They were accessing Great Ape, Zaro form. He actually compresses it because he just turns into a Zaro, and then he just does what he tries to do again, like what Kakarot did, except this time he just kind of goes back into his normal form, compresses it down. It's like, did I do it? No, I'm still the same, but I can feel the boost, the energy. He can still feel his muscles bulging and everything else. His hair's a bit more wild. He's still got the eyes, like the gold eyes up at the Zaro. So he's like, I see this. This is a good alternative. We haven't accessed that Super Saiyan form yet, but this could definitely give us an edge. It's like, what did you do? What did you do? You turned into a monkey, and now you're this. What is this? This is the power of a Saiyan. And he just disappears. Boom! Smacks right in the Cell's gut. Just okay, that's new. I wonder if I can do that. I'm about 50% Saiyan. Let's see if I can. Nope. Just don't have it in me, do I? Well, maybe we could try. And then Raditz is just not letting him. Just boom, boom, boom. So he's laying into Cell for a little bit. So I was like, okay. Unfortunately, he does start to. Cell does do the thing where solar flare. Damn it! And there's like, time to go to sleep. Like he does in Piccolo, gets into his arm, and his arm just starts shrink and shrink. Oh man, didn't realize drinking a Saiyan would be so invigorating. And then, like with Piccolo, he boom smacks him in the back, in his face with the back. He says, "Oh, you dick!" And then he's basically got his arm just crippled. He's ready to fight again, but he's able to kind of goad Cell into revealing his past. We get the reveal on that, and then eventually Maze and Trunks both show up, and it's like, well, this doesn't look good for me. So, and then they give him a Senzu Bean. Takes a little bit, but it does work out in his favor, and his arm regenerates. So, so now I'm looking, but unfortunately, I'm busy looking for someone. I had to be reunited with my brother and sister. Goodbye. So he books out of there, and as it stands, none of them know at the moment that there are other androids except for Trunks and Maze. They reveal that to Raditz, and then they go basically back to, and they're flying back to Kakarot's place, to their place to basically think up a game strategy. So there are more androids, but Cell doesn't know about them yet, so Cell doesn't know where they are. And then they realize, wait, Jiro is his lab. He must have them there still. We got to find the lab, and we got to find it before Cell wakes up. Or just wakes up. Before Cell gets there, because I'm thinking Kakarot waking up. Now, Kakarot's recovery time would be shortened in this, because they were able to start giving him the medicine a little bit prior to this. I'm sure even Maze was telling him to take a couple bits of his medicine prior to going into battle, just as a preemptive measure. But he's still in recovery. But it's going to take less time. In fact, to the point where he's actually awake. Just, guys, we gotta do it. It's like, no, brother, you're still too weak. But we gotta do not leave this bed until you are ready. Otherwise you will die like a dog, and that will be embarrassing for everyone. So Kakarot's still bedridden for a little while. So now they're basically just, Trunks is just kind of figuring out what exactly to do about this, because he's trying to remember exactly where in the past they may have, where the lab may have been. So they're trying to figure out, more than likely, because Jiro was trying to escape, it was probably somewhere in the direction he was trying to escape. So Maze, Raditz, and Trunks both head out, where with the rest of them kind of hang around Goku at the moment. Now, luckily, they don't have to worry about the androids showing up, like moving Goku around, because the androids haven't been woken up yet. They do have to worry about running into Cell, but between the three of them, they can easily take Cell on at this point. And now they know to avoid his tail by all means. So they're scanning around. They're looking for the androids. Jiro's lab. It's just not working out. But Jiro remembers a little bit from his mother about a possible location in the mountains. And lo and behold, they do end up finding the spot. Now, fortunately, Cell's still looking around because he still doesn't believe that... he still doesn't realize that they haven't been activated yet. And it's like, damn it all, where would they be? And then finally, it does occur to Cell, why don't I just check the lab? It can't hurt anyway. So Cell goes off and, is heading towards the lab. Now, meanwhile, they're in the lab. They're looking for it. They see 18, 17, and 16's pods. What do? We could destroy them. It's like, yeah. And then, reading the schematics for them. And it's like, well, they're actually, because they would be right there. It's like, well, these guys technically are still human. They're just, biologically, they're just mechanically enhanced. I mean, is that technically murder? I mean, technically, well, Maze would probably be reading that point out. Raditz probably wouldn't care. He's just waiting for something to do. And then he's like, we have to destroy them. You don't know what kind of monsters they are. They haven't done anything yet in this timeline, Trunks. Calm down. Plus the three of us are probably strong enough that we can take them. You don't understand. To which Maze just smacks him. Just, oh! It's like, do not raise your voice. Talk to me like that. It's like, sorry. It's just, you don't understand how... What you haven't seen the things I've seen in my world. Have you seen the destruction of your own planet? Well, no. Have you had to survive on your own for God end up before being adopted by an old man? And then she goes over and says, well, no. Then you need to shut up. To which Trunks just goes, Now, I don't know much about these guys, but I only know is they're not true. They're not evil until they've done something evil. So far, these androids. These guys haven't done anything. If anything, maybe we can do something about it. Maybe we can help them and guide them towards a better path. It's like, what, you're saying reprogram them? It's like, well, reprogramming is a strong word, especially since apparently they're not actually, robots, but maybe. I mean, well, according to, and then Rads even looks over it and is like, he's not a genius or anything. He looks at one of the schematics. Well, these two aren't, but apparently the big one over here is. Well, maybe we should, maybe we can get Bulma to help reprogram them and set them right. Maybe they can be a benefit to mankind instead of the destroyers like they were in your time. We can do some good with this. Trunks is just mulling this. He's conflicted because he's seen the atrocities that these things have done in his world, but at the same time, they're making some sense. Like they're right. They're right. They haven't done anything yet, and they couldn't. With the power they have, they could be very beneficial to the human race, and shown a proper way. And they just fine. You guys win. All right, but we're gonna have to get some capsules in here. And it was like, well, I mean, even though it's the Red Arms, they should theoretically be. And then Maze actually sees like, here they are, and I'm going to assume Jiro also had capsule corp technology, and they're like, capsules. Because that's still the stuff you can easily buy. So, it's like, boo, boo, boo. So, they collect the capsules. Like, I was like, all right, now why don't we, it's like, pardon me, but I'll be taking those. Oh, crap, baskets. It's like, Cell's much stronger now. So it's not as easy a fight because he's had enough time to really absorb some energy, drink some people. So now the fight is on. Just Super Saiyan. Raditz taps into his Akari form. May sees this and he focuses her form, and she even accesses it too. Just out of instinct, like what? It's like, I see. So so you think you can pull off that form again? Oh, and Super Saiyan Trunks. Now, if we're actually going by power, how strong these guys are compared to Trunks, I actually think they're stronger than Trunks. Like, their Akari forms are stronger than Trunks' Super Saiyan form, because Trunks, let's be honest, really wasn't that strong in the beginning when you break it down. He could not beat the androids. He beat Frieza, but frankly, Goku could have beaten Frieza like that, because we can see Goku was much stronger. So that's not really a good comparison to showing how strong Trunks really is by Super Saiyan standards. They both take a capsule, play a little musical chairs. Damn, there's 3. There's only supposed to be 2. So that means I guess I'm going to have to beat them out of you. Oh, well. Kamehameha! Wait, what is he? Holy crap! Ah! Blast the basement, which does destroy his past self. Like, he destroys the entire thing on accident. Like, he wasn't trying to. I guess I went a little overboard on that. Still, it's got the job done. And there can only be one cell after all. So, the true blue hero. Or green in this case. And then, they go toe to toe. Now you're going to give me that capsule. They're going back and forth. Trunks tries to cut into him. He does manage to cut into him, but Cell just grabs his tail around there. Get away. I'll deal with you later, Trunks. They basically, it's 3-on-1, and Cell is still on the losing side of this fight. However, he still, has diversionary attacks, including Cell that flash. Raditz does close his eyes on this. Maze, not so much, and Trunks, not so much. Got you, and then, no, you don't. Poof. He just smashes into Cell's face with his elbow. It's like, you bet. And then they're just going back and forth. However, remember, Cell has all the techniques of the Z Fighters. So, and he knows at the moment that he is just, he's just outclassed at this point. He just doesn't have the power to match him. However, a little boost with that. So, he's able to split into multi-form it, Shadow Clone Jutsu. And then just as Trunks and Maze are starting to get a little blurry, the Cell clones show up and are able to. Yes, that so delicious. They blast the Cell clones, but the Cell clones revert back into the original Cell, and the boost that he gets from both those guys, a Super Saiyan and an Akari form, Maze is just. is just a super boost at him. Oh, that's to quote Deep Series. Oh, that's that good shit. Yes, and then just boom, smacks Rad straight down. So now Rad's on losing end. Trunks and Maze, while they're again still have like body parts there with they're just they're buffing, and now their powers greatly diminished. So Maze tries to Kamehameha. Trunks tries a Buster Cannon, albeit difficulty. They blast Cell, who's thanks for the boost. I barely felt that. Now, I think I'll take yours. And then he just releases it. He's able to grab Trunks' castle. No! And then, smacks him. First one up. And then basically it's Android 16. It's like, damn. I chose the wrong one. I don't even need this one. Blast that apart. And unfortunately, because he's not activated, he can't do anything. He just destroys 16. Well, that at least means I know who to go for next. Maybe the girl. No, you don't! Saturday Cross. I believe it's keep your eyes on the birdie! So, keep your eyes on the birdie! And he blasts Cell, who just smacks Raditz down the ground. Just chokes him out. Grabs Maze. I almost went Gine. I've done a pretty good job not saying it this time. I almost went it, but grabbed by the throat. Trunks is just does. Now then. Which one first? How about you, Raditz? And then he grabs about to grab the capsule. All of a sudden, they sense something. And you hear just this sound, just almost like a sonic boom happening. Just boom, boom, and just Sal just gets this his bell rung, just boom. And all of a sudden, you see, standing there, eyes burning with rage, Super Saiyan Primal Kakarot, who blitzed over there in a hurry once he sensed the power increase and the power decrease. He couldn't just sit idly by. Now, at this point, he's relatively recovered at this point because enough time has passed, and he got a solid Zenkai. So right now, he is just, I'm going to kill you mode. Now, how long is the Super Saiyan Primal form going to last in this case? Well, I think he'll probably be pushing himself in this form because he had to access it just to get there quick enough. Between Nimbus flying and everything else, he had to go to that form. But he's still probably got, at this point, a minute left on the form. So it's Super Saiyan Primal Goku, or Kakarot, versus Imperfect Cell. And he's like, Kakarot Goku. The name's Kakarot. I don't know who you are, but you're doing down, bug man. I am Salad. I just no. And he tries to drink Kakarot, but and Kakarot just pulls the tail off. He's like, when Piccolo cells exist within you, regenerates the tail. Oh, I see. All right then. Well, how about let's try it again? And then they go back and forth again. He tries to drink Goku again, or Kakarot again, but this time Kakarot just squeezes the nozzle shut. Just what? I can't open it. And he tries to open it up. Like the wide. It does work, but unfortunately, he's paying too much attention to that. Be like, no Cell, was it? No, you're not taking anything. Not the androids. Not what. You will never hurt my family again. So Kakarot basically just grinds him into the ground, throws him in the air, Kamehameha, the two Kamehamehas in the hand, boop, ha, boop, Kamehameha. So basically, it's like the minor Kamehameha and the giant one. So yeah, boop, and Cell basically gets just incinerated. And then Kakarot goes out of the project. I guess I'm still tired, guys. You all right? Oh, we're fine, Kakarot. Yeah, just a bit of a rough day. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't think Time Travel would be such a. And then we're just simultaneously says such a bitch. So it ends with Cell being defeated before he could obtain the androids. The androids are still in capsules, so we'll see where that leads. 16, unfortunately, is destroyed, so we don't have 16 in this. Goku, Kakarot's recovered. The Ikari form is still a thing. Trunks will probably linger around for a little while. we'll see where it goes from there. But until then, that's the end of part 7. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superior Magic, What If, anything to do with the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Join us for part 8 next week on Sunday. Oh crap, what part am I on for the Tsunade adopted one? That's a good question. Let's take a quick look, because that one's coming out on Wednesday. Because Wednesday and Sunday is my average who would win days. Let's see here. What if? Part 16 or part 17. By the by, is anyone else having this problem with YouTube where it's not letting you add things to your playlist? Like the playlist edit where you just add your video to the playlist, it's not there anymore. Like I don't know how to add things to the playlist anymore. I've been looking around. I can't find anything that adds a button that says, that lets you edit and add things to the playlist. The edit button just doesn't work that way. Let me double check. I brought it up to Mark, and he says, yeah, YouTube's doing some new changeovers and stuff like that. But that's fine and everything. But if you can't add things to the playlist, yeah, I'll eventually be able to find the stuff that I need to put there when they eventually add it back. But right now, it's just really irritating. So, yeah, let me know if you're ever having that problem, and if you found a let me know more importantly, if you found a way to still add the videos to the playlist or not. So let me know in the comments if anyone's having that problem and figured out a way around it. Till then, thanks for watching. See you next time.